Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Rowan. I'll be your reader today. We're going to be getting some messages from Spirit. Spirit, what do you have to tell the collective today? Please keep in mind that all these readings are timeless. The things that I pick up on are in your energy and could be happening in the future, in the past, or in the present. I'm here to serve those who are here to help heal the earth, work with plants and animals, and be of service to humanity. So let's see what Spirit has for us today. And while I'm shuffling, if you're one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here. Oh look, it's our team Spirit. I love it. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. If you are one of my new subscribers, welcome, and I hope you stay. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Not everything is going to be for everyone. There's a couple hundred of you right now. Who knows how many there will be in the future. Just take what makes sense for you. If you'd like a personal reading, I do those too, and we'll get into that later. Alright, so we have reincarnation coming up in reverse. Somebody is trying to seal their fate, I'm hearing. They really think that they can change the way things are going. They feel like they're very competent spiritually because they read a bunch of books. It's literally no. Spirit's like, no, dipshit. Like, this isn't for you. They do a lot of candle magic. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a funny one. We have happiness in reverse. This person's very jealous of happy people. They're like a happiness hater. Okay, I just also saw a, flash of Slender Man. Okay, so, ooh, okay, we're gonna go deep into the depths of my fandoms here. But, for those of you who know about this, one of the really old Slender Man series that came out on YouTube a long time ago, this person might have, a pill addiction. There's, some kind of reference to Marble Hornets in this. This person might have a pill addiction. They might have, serious insomnia. Or just kind of be a creep. There's something about this here. There's very bookish. And I feel like this is a man that's into witchcraft. It doesn't have to be gender specific, but it's giving incel. This is somebody who thinks it's like a fedora incel. It's really weird. Yeah, this person thinks that their decisions are the best decisions. They're kind of loath to go on adventures. They're very diligent about their work. This person might be a writer. Also, if you hear crunching in the background, it's my dog, so don't worry about that. Alright, this person works with moon energy, and this is where Spirit wants you to understand how this fits in with you. If you've been experiencing insomnia, and that's something that you can't find a real explanation for, obviously, this is all for entertainment purposes, and I'm not a doctor, but if this makes sense for you and you feel like there's a spiritual reason, it's because this person is trying to have a confrontation with you in the spirit. Fedora incel. Why are they doing this? Oh my goodness. There's something about a cat here. You might have a cat that's protecting you at night. This person might have a cat. There's something here about this. I feel like the cat's mostly for you guys, though. Because I'm seeing a cat, gently pawing at somebody's face to wake them up. It also could be, conversely, that this person struggled with insomnia and you struggle with waking up. You might be having periods of time where you're, stuck in the dream state, or just kind of, sleeping through alarms in a way that isn't usual for you. And I'm seeing, a cat waking somebody up. This could be a spirit guide cat as well. Alright, Fedora Incel is recalling maybe time that they spent with you. For some of you, this might not be anybody you know. If you're, like, very present online, this person might have, like, a really weird parasocial relationship with you. Yeah, daydream. Whatever it is, I feel like you're no longer close with this person, and they're jealous because they feel like things flow for you. I have water coming up here. It says resources, wealth, opportunities. This person knows that they're socially inept, and they're, like, very jealous that you have a very wholesome soul. Your loyalty and your good heart, like your pure heart, come through to people. And they can make, you know, people see that you have good judgment. They like listening to you. I have fatigue and snoop. Yeah, this person, what I say about the fedora incel, it says anonymous on it. It's like, that's what it reminds me of, like hacker type energy, like a dork. I don't know. Not that all hackers are dorks, but you feel me. This person is somebody that people naturally mistrust. You may have at some point, if you did know them, you might have been friends with them and realized that they were kind of weird or creepy and sort of like backed away from them. I'm hearing for somebody here, you might have gone on like 1 or 2 dates with this person and been like, this is a little sketchy. I'm getting creeper vibes. Let's see what else. This person really feels like they know you. And I don't feel like they do. I don't feel like they know shit. But they're very fascinated with you. They're very fixated on you. And they have like a love-hate relationship with you. And Spirit wants you to know about this. For some of you, you might have run into this person in a past lifetime. You might have had like connection with the Celts, one or both of you in that lifetime. And that's, like, for my collective, you know, I guess I could identify as a druid. I practice druidry, more or less. And I think a lot of you have that kind of ancestry as well. Not for everybody, obviously. We have scribe or writer. This is where the staying in his room started. Like back in the day. Holy cow. Alright, so you're very connected with animals, and this person, like, they want to understand that because they don't have that connection with animals that you do, but they find it endearing in a way. Like, whenever they see pictures of you or, like, videos of you with animals, or have seen you with your animals, they were, like, fascinated by this because they felt like they don't connect with anything. This person has some kind of, like, it feels like a disability, honestly. Like, socially. It's like a social disability or something like that. I have transportation coming up here. The transportation is coming up because this person might be stuck at home a lot. They might work from home as well, like that hacker energy. They might work in IT or something like that. I feel like they don't need to leave their home a lot, and you've become like this mental fixation for this person, and Spirit wants you to know how to like dismiss their energy, because this person is way too present in your field, and they just are weird. I don't know. How do we get rid of this incel? Okay, yeah, we have prophetic dreams, releasing anger, serenity, and grace. So, working with lapis lazuli, which I actually have on the table, would be really good for you guys. This is a crystal that would serve you. It also helps to kind of keep your throat chakra open and clear that. So if you felt like you couldn't maybe say what you wanted to say to this person, or maybe something went down where you need to tell them off, you know, that could be a really good one for you. I'm also hearing that the reason that lapis is coming up here is if this was in the past for you, and this isn't like a present energy that you interact with physically in any way, I'm seeing that this will also clear from your throat chakra any kind of spell work that's been put over you, like shut up spells or something like this. Oh, this person, for some of you, this person doesn't want you to talk about something that happened together. They might have done something weird with you. Yeah, with fire here, I feel like this person could have been, like, pushing themselves on you, if you know what I'm saying. If that date thing did happen, this person might have just been, like, weird and kind of, like, lustful and creepy. And you were like, nope. Yeah, Spirit's saying work with the elements. Call on the elements to protect and clear you at this time. Some of you may want to work with Moonstone. This will be really good if something creepy did happen and, like, you are struggling with the trauma of that. Obviously, try to see somebody if you have the resources to do that, but I feel like Moonstone is a really beautiful one for emotionally releasing, like, the creepiness of traumatic encounters of that nature. Carnelian is very helpful as well for, like, clearing the physical aspects of that, and so is Obsidian. Let's see. Moss Agate is also a good one, also on the table, funny enough. I swear I didn't plan this, obviously, but it says new beginnings, nature connections, animal allies, and security. So new connections is what Spirit wants to talk about here. I feel like this person's just kind of like a hanger-on from this timeline that you're trying to let go of. You know, if you're new here, I've been reading a lot recently on these endings that are clearing out right now because a lot of people in my collective are about to, like, turn the page and start a new book, not even just a new chapter. Like, these are huge timeline changes for you guys. And a big part of that is just getting rid of all these weird karmics and fucking creepers that showed up. For some of you, it's been your whole life that these people have just been, like, sticking to you like flypaper, and it's because your energy is just so beautiful, so bright. You know, you guys are the truth tellers. There's a lot of endearing qualities about you guys, and you're very gentle. And there's a lot of weird people who feel misunderstood and they haven't done their healing yet, and because you're an understanding spirit, they gravitate to you. So don't feel like, oh god, like, what do I do about this? There's nothing to do. This is just a matter of, like, clearing this person, setting that intention with your spirit guides, with the divine, and just saying, hey, I'm ready for this dude to get out of my energy. This is weird. It's a weird time. For some of you, this might be a woman in masculine energy, like almost stalker energy. Yeah, for those of you who are vibing with that, I just got blue lace agate, so that'll be what you guys work for. Work with for this energy. And it's talking about, like, a person that's super fixated on love and marriage. Like, I'm talking, like, bringing it up on the first date and stuff, like, really weird. Maybe talking about, like, having babies together, and you're like, we just met. What is up with you? Fedora incels can be girls, too. Nope. We don't want this. So, for those of you guys who wake up and, or even, like, are struggling to fall asleep and you feel like your room has this strange energy to it, shungite and orange calcite will be what you want to shift the energy of your space here. Also, burning, like, lemon, lime, or orange incense will be really good, or frankincense, okay? And that'll kind of, like, brighten up the energy, because I'm getting this, like, really stagnant, like, low-key, uncomfortable, being watched kind of feeling. So if you're dealing with that in your space, it's nothing that you did wrong. It's, like, literally this person is trying to, like, hang out with you in the spirit. It's really weird. It's almost like, it's not exactly like a succubus or incubus energy. It's more of like, it's like that without the sexual element for a lot of you. It really is just this person that's, like, clinging to you. It's weird. Definitely still creepy stuff for sure. But with shungite, this talks about protection from modern ills. So it's often used by people in office spaces and stuff like that to, like, block EMF rays. Like EMF waves from machines and computers and stuff like that. It's also good for grounding, everyday healing, and purifying. So that's a nice one for you. And then orange calcite. I always think of this as, like, your depression breaker crystal. I really, really like orange calcite. It's about boosting self-esteem, expressing sexuality, psychological healing, and energetic living. So I know that's kind of like bland the way they explained it, but I really feel like orange calcite, like when I pick it up, it's like an immediate like like a happy relief feeling. It's really nice. So I think that'll be a good one for you guys if you have access to that. And just remember, like, if you ever are running on hard times and you're like, I can't afford a damn crystal, what are you talking about? What you can do is you can actually, like, invoke or, like, talk to the spirits of crystals in your meditations. You know, just the same way that you would speak to an animal ally. Crystals have, like, a consciousness as well. It's just talking to a very specific part of the earth, you know? So you can always do that. And if you don't have access to incense, I mean, incense is pretty cheap, thankfully, but if you have oranges, you can burn orange peels, like, you can do all kinds of stuff. Or you can boil oranges on the stove. I've done that before. So you always have something you can do. Just use what you have. Don't feel like you need fancy stuff to, you know, work with energy. You don't need anything to work with energy. That's all just training wheels, you know? Okay, they want me to get into some archetypes. I'm seeing like a sea lion or a walrus. What is this? Oh, they're saying it's a seal. Okay. Let's look at the seal. Okay, they're talking about, you know, before your energy was coming across, like I was saying, as like the sustaining force that all of these weird people, I mean, some good people too, but a lot of weird people would come up to you and like try to kind of latch onto you in a way. And this probably created a lot of awkward scenarios. This is really common for light workers. And the, I guess, book or chapter that you're closing now is also going to lead to you embodying more of like this really powerful energy. And the seal is representing this right now. They're showing me like coming up to somebody on the beach, and whenever you see a seal, like, they're actually pretty big. And they're not quite as friendly as maybe we think they are in cartoons and stuff. So even though they're really cute and really beautiful, like, most people know that you shouldn't just run up to them and stuff, or like give them a hug or whatever. Like, there's definitely like a more powerful, formidable energy there. And this is going to be a part of your self-protection. And this is spirit giving back to you. With the lover here, I'm seeing this as like a gift from spirit as part of your like dharma, you know, the good stuff that you've done over time. This is how spirit gives back to you. It's just like having less of these type of weird interactions. Holy cow, these are flying out of the deck here. Because before, I feel like a lot of you have gone through periods of time where you felt like you were being hunted, or even you could have had all kinds of predatory experiences. We don't have to get into that in this reading. I have plenty of others if you need guidance about that. With the creator here, it's the creator and the kiss talk about more of a intimate relationship with the world, where you're not always worried and looking over your shoulder. It's like being able to really take charge of your life in a different way that's not based on fear. Finally, having this older, wiser energy with the crone here of noticing things way before they're a problem, and just being like, okay, I see that person shows signs of being like this other situation that I ran into. I'm going to stay 600 miles away from them. Or I'm just going to shut that off before they come up to me. I'm going to set a boundary right here. You know, I feel like you're not limited by society's expectations as much anymore. I feel like you know when to be rude to people to protect yourself, and how to not fall into people-pleasing tendencies and stuff like that. Yeah, there's just... I'm hearing this is the beginning of your love affair with the world, which is a really cool and interesting way for spirit to put that. It's like you're finally going to get to live in a way you didn't get to before, and it's going to be very empowering and very freeing for a lot of you here. So just so that you guys know, I am available for one-on-one personal readings. You can only book with me through my website, Elderbeingsintuition.com. I do personal readings that are sent as an emailed audio recording because my internet sucks and it doesn't really support Zoom very well. So we do those. I have some options for that, and I also do animal communication or like pet readings where we go over their likes and dislikes, past lives together, spiritual connection, behavior things if that's something that's going on, and some Rainbow Bridge stuff. So if you are interested in that, you can always check that out. They're a lot more specific than what we're doing here, because I'm reading for a lot of people here. Alright, so we have the Great Web. Yeah, just reiterating what we were talking about. You're going to be really tapped into like this bigger thing here, this bigger part of the universe. And Spirit is saying that if you're having those sleep issues, try to get into a bedtime routine involving water. If you don't have the energy or the spoons, I guess, to take a shower before bed, that's okay. You can put like a glass of water or a bowl of water with a little bit of salt in it next to your bed, and tell the water to absorb any kind of negativity whenever you're sleeping. And that will help to clear this energy as well, these nightmares, okay? Whenever you wake up in the morning, flush the water down the toilet. And then wash your hands. Super simple water magic. Anything else, please? Oh, I like this. So the last card is, can you see this? All Heal. This talks about health, healing, and recovery. So Spirit is promising they are going to help you clear this energy. This is among some of the last energies that need purged at this time. And, you know, don't be afraid to really like set your boundaries in the Spirit. And anytime that you start to feel that weird foreboding energy, you can just say out loud, get the hell away from me, you're not allowed in my energy, across all time, space, and reality. That makes a big difference when it comes to people like this and spell workers like this. So this is a short one. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to like, share, and subscribe. It means so much to me. And please leave a message in the comments. You can leave a little, let's see. Why don't you leave a fish emoji in the comment if you made it throughout the whole thing? You guys are the MVPs. I like seeing that. And if you want to let me know how this landed for you, I always try to respond to all the comments. I love hearing how all this stuff works out for everybody, and I hope this served you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!